There we go. Hello, everybody. It's good to see y'all. We have Savage and Arabia.
Hello.
In today's episode, no, I'm just kidding. Everybody had a good time last night. I'm glad Arabia got to talk, which was good, that she got to express herself and talk. And hopefully, oh, there's Sparrow. Sparrow's in here. So anyway, did I lose Arabia? Or she just,
No,
she turned her camera
I'm
on.
here. Can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
So, okay. We are.
Hey, y'all.
We're gonna let. We're gonna talk about, like, in theory, what could have happened over the course of like a day. Is that right, guys? I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Arabia, take it.
Okay. So I told you guys last night that we would do an update about court. Unfortunately, I was put in a position where the judge was told that I was in an intimate relationship with this woman, that basically that I had abused her, made some threats to her, threatened to sell a sex video that she says is of me and her. And unfortunately, I joined the hearing telephonically. The person who said these things joined in person, was actually in front of the judge. And I had no way to actually present evidence to the judge that the things that she's saying wasn't true. And the judge did not ask her for a single shred of evidence to anything that she was alleging. And she was granted her domestic violence order. And so I got off the phone and I contacted an attorney. An appeal is going to be filed on Friday. They're going to spend the day tomorrow pulling the case, making sure that I have appellate ground. And if everything that I told these attorneys was absolutely true, they will file an appeal on Friday, which will take this to a an appellate court. And within 60 days, hopefully, I will have another court date where I will be able to present evidence and show the perjury. And so I'm asking two things from people. If you have any screenshots or any screen recordings of any time this woman has ever referred to me as just her friend, I need those. You can email them to me. You can DM them to me. And the other thing is I am going to be doing some fundraising. So if you would like to contribute to this legal fund, please do so.
So
the most important thing is, I do have an attorney that is going to file an appeal on this decision by Friday. I will get another court date. I will get a chance to present my evidence. And I have another attorney where I'm looking at filing suit against the Meade County Courthouse, because how do you hold court hearings electronically or telephonically in a setting where someone is supposed to? I didn't have the burden of proof in this case, first of all.
right, that's what's
But how I asked the judge to continue the case or give me 30 minutes and the opportunity to actually get to court and appear in person. He declined both of those. But just the fact that I didn't have the ability to present evidence anyway, because this was not a video conference, thing. This was an actual phone call. So I found an attorney who said that, yes, in this particular situation, that is something that most attorneys would take and, they would be willing to file suit on. So I'm not worried about any money as far as that goes, because the type of attorney that I'm using, I don't have to pay upfront. But what I do need is, you guys know, I have another domestic violence thing that I have to go to on the 16th. And I do need an attorney, obviously, to represent me in that hearing, which will also be telephonically, orchestrated. Because I do not want to find myself in another position where I have evidence that I'm not able to actually, I just need an attorney. If I would have had an attorney today, this would not have happened.
Right.
The judge totally disregarded procedure and protocol.
So
I don't care what court you're in.
That one over there, the same thing then, bitch.
Right.
So for those of you who okay, so there was the same exact thing filed in 2 different states, which, is not even, I don't even know if you're even allowed to do that, but it was. So it's our choice to raise money. People do it in this community all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't have to give if you don't agree with it, but I think there's enough people that probably will come through, hopefully.
And let me just say this. When I say that I want to raise money to fight this, I'm not doing it for just myself. There are several people on this platform who have literally been at the mercy of other people in this community. And by fighting these cases, I can take this even further and actually ultimately in the end put a stop to a particular person doing this to anybody else in the future. So it's not just my benefit. It really literally is the benefit of several other people.
So what we're going to do, let me just briefly, this weekend, Friday and Saturday on Savage's channel in the evening, time to be determined, we're going to have kind of like a talent fest. Arabia is going to sing. As you know, she has a beautiful voice. She's going to take requests. And there's going to be a PayPal address for donations that will go to that purpose. Of course, everybody wants receipts and that. You'll see them once she does it. Our goal is $750. And she's going to work for it. So think of songs that you can hear her. Yep. And it will be on Savage's channel. So there will be a PayPal.
It's probably going to be 9 o'clock Friday night.
Okay.
Right. And just let me clarify what that money is going to be used for is it will be a retainer fee for an attorney to appear with me on the 16th on this hearing for the second domestic violence order. So that this does not happen in another court, because having to appeal in 2 different states on the same exact, it would save so much time and money if I did not have to fight this again in another state simultaneously as trying to appeal this here. But what I can say is the appeal will be filed on Friday on this. And I also contacted, a few other things to see what I could do. Like I actually do have avenues to go here.
Right.
And so it actually works in my favor that the judge did disregard the burden of proof to be on her. He never asked her to provide a shred of evidence of anything she walked in there and told them.
Wouldn't even let you talk.
No.
Wouldn't let you speak.
He kept cutting me off. He basically just kind of, I couldn't present him the evidence that I had over the phone. And I don't know if anybody's ever been to court with domestic violence type things, but you get one court date. It's not a criminal case. It's not like you have a pretrial conference, it's not like being in criminal court where you have several court dates before the ultimate decision is made. Family court and civil litigation is literally one court date until the case is complete. It's a one-time deal. So the fact that they are allowing people to join these hearings without the ability to present evidence in these hearings in the way that they have set up for them to be at these hearings, that in itself is so slanted and biased in these situations that it literally can be taken on as a lawsuit issue.
People are
you don't have a cash app or nothing like that.
Yeah, that's probably. You have some sort of Android Pay, but also, do you have a cash app?
The only thing I have is like my Facebook Messenger is linked to my actual bank account.
Okay.
So people, I send money back and forth with people all the time in Facebook Messenger.
I've heard that.
But no, I do not have Cash App.
If you let me put the the PayPal, like, okay, so you will use your PayPal this weekend. This one is mine. Again, we'll show receipts. Everything's good. That's my PayPal, and mark on the note, for Arabia or whatever.
Yeah,
and
put
I'll
the
send that
note.
over to her. Again, I see people come in and saying, I never give money. I'm going to give, whatever.
Well, I'm going to fight this to the very end. I am going to fight this to the very end. And when all this is over and my appeal goes in my favor, and this domestic violence order that I'm yet to go to court on that is still pending is not granted because I am able to go in there with an attorney. Absolutely. There are a lot of legal avenues that I can take and, turn this into a situation where, not only can I in turn file charges on this, but there's perjury is a punishable offense here with a severe jail sentence. Perjury is a felony.
Yeah, it is. And it's crazy.
And so when I say I'm going to fight this to the very end, I mean, I'm going to fight it to the very end to where I'm standing in front of a judge as the plaintiff.
Right.
Yeah. There's no period in that. So it's PayPal.me/Mrs. ATX, no period. Let me remove that.
You're going to have to keep all this and show everything, Mandy.
Absolutely.
Right? And you got to show her, you sending it to her and everything, honey.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I will. So
okay.
I want that thing. How do I remove this? Hold on. Hide this.
Yeah, we are going to do Friday at 9. I want everybody to come and support the cause. Arabia will be earning her tips, singing. Mm-hmm. Think of your songs.
Yep. And
I'll entertain you with my crazy ass, I'm sure.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The penguin has got to be stopped. Has been harassing and bugging me and Savage and Pirate for years.
Is she off yet?
No, I'm here.
Okay. We shouldn't talk like that, Mindy.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be careful.
I just want to assure everyone. I'm not going to stop at just getting this court order dismissed against me. I'm not going to stop at just being satisfied any longer with this other EPO not being granted to me. I'm actually going to do everything that I can do to prove that these were 2 cases of perjury in 2 different states about a relationship that never took place. I have never in my life been intimate with this woman who got this court order against me. And I actually have some other things, which is why I asked the judge to give me 30 minutes. I don't care what court you're in. The burden of proof always lies upon the person who filed the complaint. Right. If the state files charges against you in a criminal court, they are responsible for showing evidence that you are guilty of what they're saying you're guilty of. If I sue Walmart for a slip and fall, I can't just go in there and tell a judge in a civil suit that this happened and they'll take my word for it. In family court, if I'm fighting for custody of my children, I can't just go in there and say someone is a bad parent and I want my children in my custody and out of theirs. So the fact that this woman was not made to produce one piece of evidence to any of her allegations gives me a civil suit, as well as if I can get this appeal up and going, it gives me, what I need to actually take this all the way to this person being prosecuted for perjury. And that is what my full intention is. I'm not going to stop with just getting this EPO dismissed against myself.
Right.
I am no longer just satisfied with just getting out of the bullshit that a particular person has caused me. I actually want this person to be punished in the same courts that she has done all of this stuff in. So that is why I'm asking for the support of other people.
We are up to $200 already for your call.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Thank y'all so much.
Hashtag Sparrow and Rhonda. And we're going to get there, guys. Everybody, this is the beautiful thing. If you don't believe in the cause and you're watching, don't give. But We do this in our community. We get to choose what we do.
Yeah, what what's going to
And
happen?
I want
I'm
every
crucify me and
person
Mandy
who's
for doing this, but
donating.
everybody else can.
Yeah.
I want every
No.
person that's donating to DM me personally and let me know. And I promise you guys that you will be the main people that I keep in touch with and communicate throughout this endeavor.
Exactly.
And Mary's gonna hit you up with some cash on Facebook in the morning. I just want to let you know. So that gets us up to 250. Y'all, it's gonna be amazing when we're able to send her with legal representation. It's gonna make a huge difference. So I'm excited. I'm going to make like a thing on Twitter that advertises what we're doing, not necessarily details, but if you can share it when you see it on my Twitter, that would be perfect. Philly Girl says we have free legal aid for where I live for low income. Now that probably, I don't know, but I don't know if domestic situations.
Yeah, this is, even though the county that I live in, this is the problem and why those types of things are kind of, a little different here. We don't have a family court system in Meade County. So family and civil cases are heard in front of criminal courts and criminal court judges. And I am waiting on the packet to come in the mail today. I had to contact the capital of the state to request to be able to submit a complaint against the judge himself for misconduct. You cannot take anybody's word for anything as a judge to be absolute fact.
Yep.
The burden of proof and evidence is something that I don't care whether you're in a civil court setting, a criminal court setting, or a family court setting. It is something that does not change, even though the evidence may not have to be as far reaching. It doesn't have to meet a standard of beyond a reasonable doubt. But in every court setting in this nation, our judicial system, period, is built upon a burden of proof standard.
Right.
So that I'm more upset at the judge than anybody else in this situation.
Right.
Because as a judge, if he would have done his job, this would not have happened. And basically that sets the grounds for appeal. Because if I had a way where I could have actually presented evidence in the only option that they gave me to be able to join this hearing without having to appear, then this outcome would have turned out very differently. So, like I said, I've been busy all day long. I was on the phone.
Period.
I was on the phone for literally 16 minutes during this hearing. I didn't get off my phone until 9:00 tonight. Talking to different attorneys, different people, in different courts, calling the state capitol, calling the appellate courts themselves, trying to figure out if how much of this I could do myself, because I do have a legal studies degree. But the appellate process for civil and family litigation is a lot different than if this was an appellate process on a criminal case.
Right.
So I'm not I don't have the education level of law behind me to actually see this appeal all the way through the appellate system on my own. But that attorney is willing to work with me. He took what I had today. The appeal will be filed on Friday. And, I'm not worried about that.
We're up to 276.63 so far.
Yes, twin.
You guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, twin.
Post her Facebook link. If people want to give that way, we're gonna get there, guys.
But I'm telling y'all, if and I just want to say too, if I had actually done the things that I was being accused of, I would eat this and I would accept it.
Right.
But everybody in this community knows I've never had an intimate. There are thousands of people in this community alone that know I've never had an intimate relationship with this woman. This domestic violence order that was granted to her against me never should have been granted, because you have to have an intimate relationship with someone to get these particular orders, which means that because they take these so seriously, the violations on these orders are also very, very, very harsh.
Right.
I would get more time on a violation of this order than I would have gotten if I'd actually done anything to her that she said, and it would have found its way in criminal court.
Wow.
I refuse to live under that type of whatever you want to call it for some shit that I didn't do, that somebody literally made up out of their head.
Right.
I get it.
And I don't care. Let me tell y'all something else I did today. I was so pissed off, I called the local news station. I have an interview tomorrow with a news reporter, because this is not the first time Meade County has been in trouble for this particular judge and his misconduct when it comes to family court situations.
Right.
Like I'm telling y'all, within 7 days, just publicly here locally, everybody's going to know what this judge did. Like, I'm not going to stop. I am so irate.
Oh, I'm sure.
Over this being granted to her and her not having to prove her case against me, that, you know, that did it for me. That did it for me. This woman has gotten away with too much. And I personally am going to put a stop to her being able to harass people to this degree, to get them in front of judges, lying on people, manipulating people. So again, anybody who has any screen recordings of her ever saying that we've been best friends for 30 years, there's a lot of evidence also, not just money, you guys. There's a lot of evidence that could help me also.
Exactly.
Yes.
Your Facebook, Arabia, what is your Facebook? Thank you, Karen, for dropping that. What is your Facebook? Because some people
Arabia, it's Arabia Jihan Lakaz.
Okay. Let me get that link.
But you guys, you know, you don't have to just donate money. You guys can actually be part of the people that help me collect the evidence that I need, you know, to prove
to clear
my
your
case.
name, not
Right.
her as much. To clear
Any-
your
if any
name.
of
That's
you
what
guys-
this is
if any
all
of you-
about.
If any of you guys even have screenshots from the time that she first started, you know, posting about being here at my house, I need those too.
Yeah.
If you guys have anything, if you guys have
clear this
anything
up, y'all.
showing, if you guys have anything showing her pictures of the day she first posted about her and her girlfriend, I need those things.
Yep.
I need them.
We're
Don't think that the only way you can help is just by, you know, sending money. There's a lot of things that everyone can do to help produce the evidence that needs to be shown that this woman just made this whole relationship up with me.
Right. Right.
I've already talked to my chief of police today. He is willing to give me a copy of the dispatch calls that had the police out here, where she told her different stories about being my roommate, then being a person that still lives here way after she signed a lease and moved out. Like, evidence is also what is going to fix this.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I wrench captive or no?
Yeah, I was just about to do it.
I got it.
Okay, I didn't know if you could or not. Yes,
Oh, I can't. You do it.
I can do it. He's like, don't get my baseball card. So we're up to 301.63
That's
already.
good. Oh my God.
I
And-
thank you guys so much.
Yeah, Julie Brown, I can't stand you. Go away.
Yeah, this is to help Arabia prove that she's innocent and get this shit off her damn record.
This is so that I don't go to my next court date unrepresented, so that
Right.
another judge cannot commit the misconduct that this judge did. If
Right.
I would have had an attorney today, it would have been an automatic appeal, just because the decision was based upon her not having to show any evidence.
Right.
If I already have legal representation, and let's just say I go to court with an attorney on this next case, if the judge fails to do his job while I have legal representation, it becomes that attorney's obligation to me to automatically appeal that shit immediately. But
A
because
radio.
I did not
Gotcha.
have representation today, I had to actually go pay for an entire appeals process to start from scratch. And it's hard to, it's a little bit more complicated when you did not have legal representation and then you try to appeal a decision. But I finally talked to an attorney today that is willing to do it. He's going to go pull the record tomorrow. And he said if everything I told him was accurate and that's what the record reflects, absolutely, that is grounds for an appeal and it will be filed Friday.
Good.
So there you go. And
No, that's the wrong Facebook link. No.
Okay. Don't do it to that one. Is it the one where you're in the orange shirt? There's one where
Hold
you're in
on,
the
you guys.
orange
Somebody's
shirt.
knocking on my door.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit, she done called it out.
Well,
Who is
maybe.
Police brought my fucking door.
Well,
My fucking door, right door.
should we put it on private and go away, or what should we do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. What do
Okay, you
you
guys,
think,
I'm
Mandy?
gonna jump off here and see
Okay.
what's going on.
We will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Thank y'all for what y'all have done. We'll be showing receipts, and y'all are amazing.
Friday
Thank
at
you.
9.
Friday at 9. Bye, guys.
Hey, stay on, Mandy, when you go off.
Okay. Let me end it.